Welcome back to the Daily Dean. So in the season finale of WandaVision, if you haven't seen it already, you should probably click off. But if you don't care, welcome. In the season finale, Vision has this debate, this philosophical debate, and he brings up the ship of Theseus, the thought experiment, and his quote is something like, "Are you familiar with the ship of Theseus thought experiment in the field of identity metaphysics?" And just to break up that word, identity metaphysics, if you look it up, just means philosophy. Meta, the word, usually means like something that is self-referential if you look up the definition, or something that is related to thinking. So like if you say something just got meta, you're saying that, wow, that just got really abstract and really crazy and inner, like self-referential. If a movie got meta, you're saying that the movie is referencing like its creators, or the fact it's a movie, or it's breaking the fourth wall, or it's saying something that's like a trope or a cliche. Lampshading is a type of meta stuff, if you're familiar with that. But if you're not, that's fine. Metaphysics is therefore not physics in a normal sense that we would, usually be calculating the aerodynamics of a crab. It's more like the explanations and mechanics of things that are abstract, things that are meta about ourself, about our identity, about our thoughts, about perception, sensation, other things like that. So, identity metaphysics is just the philosophy of what really makes us, us, which perfectly fits with the whole, debate that Vision has at the end of WandaVision. He asks, am I really, or he points out, there's this adventurer Theseus. This is my interpretation, or my experience with the ship of Theseus. He points out there's this adventurer Theseus, and he has to, travel around doing Greek mythological things on his boat. Each time he ports, he needs to, replace a board on his ship, and eventually, after so many years of adventuring, no board of the original plank or of the original ship remains. Therefore, can you really say that the ship that Theseus sailed on is the same ship that he stops sailing on? So it's really just asking, how much can you replace of something before that is no longer that thing? This is something I brought up at the end of my Is a Burrito a Cup video, which you can check out in the link in the description below, where I asked if I no longer had the name Dean, would I still really be me? And that is a great question, because, yes, of course I'd still be me. I am definitely more than my name. But if I cut my hair, am I still really me? Yeah, I would say so. If I changed my voice, if I grew into different body type, if I no longer wore glasses, if my skin got tanned, how much would I still really be myself? What characterizes me, and how much do I take up, and how much of that can I change before I am no longer myself? That is the ship of Theseus summed up, and a really great question, because this reminds me of this little thing that I remember watching Alan Watts. It's this lecture on the spectrum of love. He asks, if you imagine you're in a group of people, and you're thinking, wow, I'm so glad that I'm in this group of people, because we're not like the others. The others are not like us. We are better than the others. And Alan Watts goes on to explain, you are as much your group of the people you enjoy being around as you are the people you don't like being around, the people you talk behind your backs with, the people you think are sick or nasty or gross or whatever, because those people give your group something to bond over and to emphasize you are not. You cannot be that group without having an other to differentiate yourself from. And I think that is really neat. That is really philosophical, because what you then realize is that the things that make up the things that are outside of you are as much a part of you as the things that are inside of you. So I realize how meta this stuff is getting, but I hope you're just being bewildered as I was when I heard this. But and the ship of Theseus, what I was going to go over was if nobody knew who I was, am I still really me? Because I can take away, my hair, my eyes, my glasses or whatever, and people would still identify me as myself. But if I no longer had people to identify me as myself, who do I really make up, or who can I really be? I think that if you know you are you, that is what matters, and that is what characterizes yourself, your self-awareness. That really doesn't apply to people, that doesn't really apply to the ship of Theseus. There should be a different explanation for that I don't have. But in the case of Vision, and in the case of the debate that he had, it makes sense that because the, Vision felt that he was Vision, it made him enough. And if the memories of who he was, if the memories of who he was in another body, it's still, they're both Vision, which is what they end up, concluding, that they are both the Visions, but the Vision with the memories is also the Vision with the, he's just as much a Vision as as Vision without the memories. So, metaphysics, Ship of Theseus. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that ending wasn't as unsatisfactory as I thought it was, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.